The 2025 NFL Draft was full of surprises, but none were bigger than the fall of Shedeur Sanders. Projected by many to be a top 10 pick, Sanders watched as team after team passed on him. The green room started to feel smaller and smaller. Minutes turned to hours. Hope started to dwindle. Finally, in the 5th round, the Cleveland Browns ended his fall. Sanders' slide left experts baffled. Whispers filled the green room. What had caused this? Was there something teams knew that the public didn't? Or was this a colossal miscalculation that would come back to haunt several franchises? One thing was for sure. Shedeur Sanders was out to prove everyone wrong. Coming out of high school, Shedeur Sanders was a 5-star recruit. He was the total package. He had the arm, the accuracy, and the football IQ. He chose to play for his father, Deion Sanders, at Jackson State. That's where the legend grew. After 2 successful years at Jackson State, Shedeur followed his father to Colorado. The competition was tougher, but Sanders thrived. He threw for over 7,000 yards and 64 touchdowns in 2 seasons. He led the Buffaloes to their first bowl game in years. Scouts drooled over his potential. He was the real deal. Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of the Packers. The draft had come to Titletown. The energy was electric. Hope filled the air. For the Sanders family, it was a chance to celebrate Shedeur's achievements. They had no idea what was in store. As the first round came and went, there was no reason for panic. Shedeur was projected to be a late first-round pick, but as the 2nd and 3rd rounds passed, a sense of unease settled in. The cameras caught every grimace, every sigh. Deion Sanders, usually a beacon of confidence, couldn't hide his concern. The Cleveland Browns were in an interesting position. They had a young, talented roster, but they were missing a quarterback. When Shedeur Sanders was still available in the 5th round, they knew they couldn't pass him up. The Browns were getting a steal, a potential franchise quarterback. Sure, he had something to prove, but the Browns were confident they could provide the right environment for him to succeed. The dog pound was ready to welcome their new quarterback, and Shedeur Sanders was ready to silence his doubters.